जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्तविंद. We will be reading the verse, the beginning of this pastime of the chapter 4 of Madhya Lila. Try to repeat after me. महाप्रसाद क्षीर लोभे रहिला प्रभु तथा पूर्वे ईश्वर पुरितारे कहियाछेन कथा. Translation by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The Lord remained there because he was very eager to receive the remnants of sweet rice offered to the Gopinath deity, having heard a narration from his spiritual master, Ishwara Puri, of what had once happened there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after he took sannyas, he wanted to go to Vrindavan. He was chanting the mantra and he was mad in ecstasy and wanted to go to Vrindavan. He wanted to come to Vrindavan because we are in Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu wanted to go to Vrindavan quite a few times. 3 times he wanted to go to Vrindavan. 4th time he became successful. So we have to continue our journey irrespective of failures. Mahaprabhu is trying to teach us that we should not be discouraged by the failure of our endeavor. Krishna does not see our success. Krishna sees our endeavor and sincerity in devotional service. That attracts the mercy, not the success. So Mahaprabhu, when he took initiation from Ishwara Puri in Gaya, there also he wanted to go to Vrindavan. And he was mad in ecstasy, but he got the message that he should not go to Vrindavan now. He will go to Navadvip and establish the Sankirtan movement. Second time, he wanted to go to Vrindavan when he took sannyas. Third time, he came by his own to meet Rup Sanatan and Ramkeli and went back to Jagannath Puri. And 4th time, he was successful to come to Vrindavan through Jharkhand forest. So this is the 2nd time Mahaprabhu was mad in ecstasy after taking sannyas diksha from Keshav Bharati Maharaj. He was running towards Vrindavan. But Nityananda Prabhu thought that if he goes to Vrindavan, there will be a lot of problems. So he wanted to change that. So he tricked Mahaprabhu and brought him to Santipur. And from Santipur, he came to Jagannath Puri because that was the desire of his mother, Sachimata. Sachimata said that Vrindavan is too far and you cannot stay in Navadvip because you are a sannyasi. You cannot stay in your hometown. So you should stay in between. So Jagannath Puri is not so far and also it is not in Navadvip. But Jagannath Puri and Navadvip are like the 2 rooms in the same house. And that arrangement was made and Mahaprabhu happily accepted that proposal of Sachimata and he was moving towards Jagannath Puri with Nityananda Prabhu and a few other devotees. And Mahaprabhu came at the place known as Remuna. Remuna is the place of Gopinath. It is in Balashore of Odisha district. So that is the place of the Katha. Who is the speaker? The speaker of this Katha is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is the audience? Nityananda Prabhu, along with other associates of Lord Chaitanya. And the place of Katha is Remuna. This is the course description, Katha description, the speaker, audience, and the place. So Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is narrating this pastime of Madhavendra Puri. And he is telling this Katha the way he heard from his spiritual master, Ishwara Puri. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is writing, Mahaprasad Khir Labhe Rohila Prabhu Tatha. So Mahaprabhu was greedy, low. What kind of greed he had? To taste the nectar. of that condensed milk or sweet rice, which is tasted by Gopinath. So to have greed to honor Krishna Prasad is the parampara. So Mahaprabhu himself, as a sannyasi, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that he is a Vairagya Chudamani, he is the embodiment of renunciation, but he is greedy to taste the nectar of the sweet rice, which is tasted by the Lord Gopinath. So greed does not have any problem, but material greed is a problem. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is exhibiting the transcendental greed. Narottam Das Thakur says that we can engage that 5 anarthas, not the envy, other than envy, the 5 other anarthas can be engaged in devotional service. And how we can engage lobha in devotional service? To develop the greed to hear Harikatha. That greed we should develop. Then our material greed will disappear. So Mahaprabhu is developing a greed to honor Krishna Prasad, and he is narrating a pastime. The way he heard from his spiritual master, Ishwarapuri. By this statement, we can understand the principle of Guru Parampara. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He does not need to explain the pastime by hearing from his Guru. He is the Guru of all the Gurus. But he has come as a devotee. He has come to establish the principle of devotional service. So principle of devotional service is that before we chant, we should hear. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Rupa Goswami also explains, our Acharya is also explaining, that as a sadhaka, we should hear more and talk less. That is a symptom of a sadhaka. And those who are very advanced in Krishna consciousness, they should talk more and remember Krishna. That is the conclusion of Nectar of Instruction. So as a sadhaka who is not so advanced in Krishna consciousness, they should focus more on hearing. And a good hearer can be a good preacher in Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada used to say that I am acting like a peon. Whatever I heard from my spiritual master, I just repeated it. And he told his disciple also, you don't have to do anything else. Whatever you hear, just repeat it. That is called Guru Parampara. But we have a tendency. What is the tendency? That I know better. And that is the block of our spiritual progress. When you start realizing that you know better than your Guru and you know better than your Guru Parampara, then whole endeavor is spoiled. Because you are not acting as a chaste disciple in disciplic succession. So the mercy of Krishna will stop flowing. So therefore, we should repeat whatever has been heard. So how we can repeat? If we hear. If we don't hear, then how you can repeat? If you don't hear, then you'll repeat something else. You'll repeat what your mind says. Then you become speculators. There's a chance of becoming speculators is that when you don't have chastity in Guru Parampara, if you don't hear regularly from Guru Parampara. So Mahaprabhu is establishing this principle. Although he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is written here that I am narrating this pastime as I heard from my spiritual master, Ishwarapuri. And Ishwarapuri is talking about his Guru. Because Madhavendra Puri was the spiritual master of Ishwarapuri. Sound is sound vibration. This is also very good sound vibration, but still, if it can be minimized, that will be wonderful. Yes. And why Mahaprabhu is repeating this first time because he was ecstatic. He was ecstatic to speak the glories of Madhavendra Puri. And that should be our mood. We should be ecstatic to speak the glories of the devotees. That is the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to glorify devotees, it was like he is having thousands of mouths to glorify the devotees. So here also Mahaprabhu is exhibiting the same mood, that he is very much eager to explain the glorious activities of Madhavendra Puri. So ক্ষীরচোরা গোপীনাথ প্রসিদ্ধ তার নাম, ভক্তগণে কহে প্রভু সেই তো আখান. Kheer in Bengali is called kheer. In non-Bengali terms it's something else. But I will use that word kheer because kheer is very, very famous in Bengal and Orissa also. Kheer is not exactly sweet rice, whatever we honor. Kheer is condensed milk. It's called kheer. Kheer. In Bengal, it's called kheer. So Kheer Chora Gopinath. Why he became Kheer Chora Gopinath? Because he stole sweet rice. Because Prabhupada has used the term sweet rice, we'll use that word. So Gopinath stole sweet rice for Madhavendra Puri. And he has received a title, the title of a thief. And that is the ornament of Krishna. Krishna doesn't like other ornaments than the ornament of his connection with his devotees. He feels very happy when he is connected with the activities of the devotees. So Krishna always wants to glorify his devotees and devotees want to glorify Krishna. That is the transcendental competition in the spiritual world. But here the competition is opposite. We all want our own glorification. Right? That's why we cannot appreciate the greatness of others. Why we cannot appreciate the greatness of others? Because we think we are great. How we can appreciate the greatness of others? The pride that stops us to appreciate the greatness of devotees. That's why Mahaprabhu's teaching is we should cultivate the quality of humility. And how we can cultivate this quality of humility? The process is glorification of the devotees. Why we have Bhagavatam class every day? Because Bhagavatam talks about the greatness of devotees and greatness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when we speak about this greatness, and when we hear about this greatness, then naturally we develop the quality of humility. So humility does not mean thinking about ourselves that I am very fallen, I am very sinful. That is not the symptom of humility. It's not real meaning. Real meaning of humility is that when our heart is eager to appreciate the greatness of others. That is the cultivation of humility. How we can understand that we are cultivating humility? When we are practicing the principle of appreciation of devotees in the community of devotees. So where there is no appreciation and glorification of devotees, that is a Kanishta community of devotees. And what is Madhyama platform? Madhyama platform is when there is glorification of devotees. Criticism of others is the symptom of Kanistha. Appreciation of others is the symptom of Madhyama. And when you glorify all the time, you come to the platform of Madhyama to Uttama. So glorification of devotees, glorification of the Supreme Lord is very, very important aspect of our devotional service. Now Mahaprabhu is taking the story from Gopinath, Yamuna to Govinda Kund of Giriraj Govardhan. So we are here. So we'll read from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Purbe Sri Madhava Puri Aila Vrindavan Brahmite Brahmite Gela Giri Govardhan. So Madhavendra Puri came to Vrindavan. And after wandering in different forests of Vrindavan, he came to Giriraj Govardhan. And Madhavendra Puri is a very special devotee. He is a Mahabhagavat. And he is the person who introduced that conjugal love of Radha and Krishna into this material world. That is his special significance. He introduced that Gopi's bhav for Krishna, Radharani's mood, that was exhibited, explained, propagated by Madhavendra Puri. So, what he is doing? Preme matto nahita ratri dino gyan, khane uthe khane pore, nahi sthana sthan. So, it's a symptom of a Mahabhagavat or pure devotee is that he is always absorbed in the thought of Krishna. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. That is the symptom of Mahabhagavat. So, when Akrura came to Vrindavan from Mathura to Nandagaon, he started his journey early in the morning and he reached Nandagaon in the evening. And he was not doing parikrama. He came in a chariot. The brand new chariot was given by Kamsa to Akrura to inspire him. He knew how to inspire people. That is a symptom of a leader. Leader means he should know how to motivate, how to inspire others to engage in service. That is the symptom. So Kamsa was very expert in that. And he was motivating Akrura by giving a brand new chariot. Akrura does not need motivation from Kamsa, that is another part, but Kamsa was doing his part. So from Mathura to Nandagaon, how long it takes? Even if you come by walking, it will not take so long, right? But he came in a chariot. He started in the morning and reached in the evening. Why? What is the reason? He was completely absorbed in the thought of Krishna and Balaram. So he was so absorbed, he did not know where he is going. He lost his way. And somehow he managed to reach Nandagaon. And that was happening to Madhavendra Puri. Same thing. Who can experience Vrindavan? Don't imitate, but the principle is given that we have to be absorbed in the thought of Krishna. Absorption. So when we are absorbed, then we are free from the distraction of this material world. Our mind is distracted. Why? Because our mind is not absorbed. And why our mind is distracted? Because our mind is attached. Dhyayate vishayan pungsha. Sangaste supajayate. Sangas sangjayate kamo. Kamat krodhi vijayate. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Sammohat siti vibhrama. Siti bhangshat buddhi nasa. Buddhi nasat panasati. So our mind is attached to the sense enjoyment. Our mind is attached to the sense objects. All varieties of attachments we have. That's why mind is distracted. We cannot observe ourselves. Absorption will come when we have constant hearing and chanting. So Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. So remembrance of Krishna will come in our mind when our mind is absorbed in hearing and chanting. So remembrance is the outcome of our constant hearing and chanting. Artificially remembering Krishna is not going to work because that's not the process. But here, Madhavendra Puri is completely absorbed in the thought of Krishna. Why? Because he is perfected in the process of hearing and chanting. So his mind is completely pure. His mind is completely pure and it's free from any contamination. And because of that, he was able to completely absorb in the thought of Krishna. And in that thought, he was completely aloof from the material world. He is falling down, he is getting up, and he doesn't know where he is going. He is totally out of this world. Shaila parikrama kori govinda kunde asi, snan kori brikkhotale ache sandhai bosi. Then Madhavendra Puri did Govardhan parikrama. And after finishing the parikrama, he came to Govinda Kund. And he took his bath and he was taking rest, sitting down under a tree at the bank of Govinda Kund. So Madhavendra Puri is also a very special devotee because he was not begging for food. He was following the principle of ajachita vitti. If someone gives to eat food, he will eat, otherwise he will fast. That was the position of Madhavendra Puri. And he was sitting down under a tree. So when we don't beg, then whether we will get food or not, we have doubt. Right? Because we don't have confidence that Krishna takes care. Yeah, Krishna takes care, but we should do our part. That is also there, but they are beyond this level. They are completely dependent on the mercy of Krishna. Ajachita vitti. So when there is nobody to take care, then Krishna takes over. But we should have that faith. And Krishna is establishing that principle. That for Madhavendra Puri, he is the maintainer. So Gopalo baloka ek dugdho bhando loiya asi age dhori kichu bolilo hasiya. So while he was sitting beneath a tree, an unknown cowherd boy came with a pot of milk, placed it before Madhavendra Puri and smiling and addressed him as follows. So Krishna is talking to Madhavendra Puri, but he came in disguise of a cowherd boy. Puri is asked very nicely. Small boy addressing Madhavendra Puri as Puri. Ei dugdho loiya karo tumi pan. Magi kene nahi khao. Kiba karo dhyan. Very interesting. O Madhavendra Puri, please drink the milk I have brought. Why don't you beg some food to eat? What kind of meditation are you undergoing? So Krishna is asking. He knows what meditation he is doing, but it's interesting interaction between Krishna and his pure devotee. So বালকের সৌন্দর্য পুরীর হইল সন্তোষ, তাহার মধুর বাক্যে গেল ভোগ শোষ. When he saw the beauty of that boy, Madhavendra Puri became very satisfied. Santosh, English, you cannot, this is a very interesting term. Santosh means completely satisfied. Actually, he was mesmerized by seeing Krishna, by seeing Krishna's beauty. He is a detached person. He is the embodiment of renunciation, but he is getting attracted to that boy. It's not a good sign, no? But that boy was not an ordinary boy. That boy was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, Gopal. Hearing his sweet words, he forgot all hunger and thirst. So how we can be free from hunger and thirst of this material world? We have to hear from Krishna. Just like Parikshit Maharaj, he was disturbed by the thirst and he reacted so badly. And same Parikshit Maharaj was completely free from the thirst and hunger for 7 days and 7 nights, continuously. He was drinking the nectar of Krishna Katha from the lotus mouth of Sukadeva Goswami. So when someone drinks the nectar of the transcendental nature, then the attraction for eating, attraction for drinking goes away. So unless and until we experience the higher taste, we cannot artificially give up the lower taste. But it should not be taken in a different way. Also, oh, I don't have taste, so better not to hear. So better enjoy whatever we get. It's not like that. So in between there is a concept of sadhana. One is bhoga, second is sadhana, third is prema. Sadhana bhakti থেকে হয় রতির উদয়, রতি গাঢ় হইলে প্রেম নাম কয়. Chaitanya Charitamrita explains, we get love of Godhead by doing sadhana bhakti. Kripa Siddhi is very exceptional. And for Kripa Siddhi also there is some background. Normal process is sadhana bhakti. So we have to do sadhana. Sadhana means regulated eating. No eating, no drinking is perfection. Just like Raghunath Das Goswami, he used to take, when he came to Radha Kund, he used to take fruits and buttermilk and water. Then after Rupa Goswami left, Sanatana Goswami left, then slowly his eating or drinking pattern changed. So he stopped eating anything. He started drinking only buttermilk, and also not every day. That was the level of Raghunath Das Goswami. So Madhavendra Puri was also completely absorbed in Krishna consciousness. That's why he was completely free from these kind of tendencies. And when he saw the beauty of Krishna, the nectarian beauty of Krishna, then whatever little bit he had, that also completely went away. He forgot all hunger and thirst. পুরী কহে কে তুমি কাহা তোমার বাস কেমতে জানিলে আমি করি উপবাস. So Madhavendra Puri is talking now. Madhavendra Puri said, who are you? কে তুমি? তুমি কোথায় থাকো? Where do you reside? And how did you know that I am fasting? How do you know? Balok kohe, so beautifully that a boy is telling, Krishna is talking. Balok kohe গোপ আমি এই গ্রামে বসি আমার গ্রামেতে কেহ না রহে উপবাসী. The boy replied, sir, Prabhupada is writing English. Krishna is addressing Madhavendra Puri as sir. My dear sir, I am a cowherd boy and I reside in this village. In my village, no one fasts. কেহ অন্ন মাগি খায় কেহ দুগ্ধাহার অযাচক জনে আমি দিয়ে তো আহার. So here people beg and eat food or drink, but whoever does not do that, what happens to them? Some people drink only milk, but if a person does not ask anyone for food, I supply him all his eatables. So if you stop begging, then Krishna will come. Don't imitate now. Krishna may not come, but if you have faith, then Krishna will definitely come. জল নিতে স্ত্রীগণ তোমারে দেখি গেল স্ত্রী সব দুগ্ধ দিয়া আমারে পাঠাইল. The women who came here to take water saw you, and they supplied me with this milk and sent me to you. That he said that the ladies came here and they saw you that you are here and not taking any food. So they gave this milk to supply to you. And then Krishna started telling that I have to go now. Why? গোদহন করিতে চাই শীঘ্র আমি যাব আরবার আসি আমি এই ভাণ্ড লইব. He said, now I have to go to milk the cows and I'll come back and take this pot from you. Then Krishna disappeared. And what's happening with Madhavendra Puri? এত বলি গেলা বালক না দেখিয়া আর মাধব পুরীর চিত্তে হইল চমৎকার. So Madhavendra Puri's heart was filled with wonder. That is the symptom of spiritual experience. You will be wonder-struck because Krishna is wonderful. So when we will be in touch with Krishna, we will also experience wonderful things. দুগ্ধ পান করি ভাণ্ড ধুইয়া রাখিল বাট দেখে সে বালক পুনঃ না আইল. So he cleaned the pot, Madhavendra Puri, and watching on the path. Midnight, still he is thinking, in case he comes, he is waiting, looking at the path and watching whether he is coming or not. But he is not coming. What to do now? বসি নাম লয় পুরী নিদ্রা নাই হয় শেষ রাত্রে তন্দা হইল বাহ্যবৃত্তি লয়. Madhavendra Puri could not sleep. He sat and chanted the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and at the end of the night, he dozed a little, and his external activities stopped. So Tandra means dozing off. And what's happening? When he was completely away from the external situation, স্বপ্নে দেখে সেই বালক সম্মুখে আসিয়া এককুঞ্জে লইয়া গেল হাতেতে ধরিয়া. Krishna came in person, now Krishna came in dream. In a dream, Madhavendra Puri saw that very same boy. The boy came before him and holding his hand, took him to a bush in the jungle. So see the affection of Krishna. Krishna is holding the hand of Madhavendra Puri. In the dream, he is holding the hand. কুঞ্জ দেখাইয়া কহে আমি এই কুঞ্জে রই শীত বৃষ্টি বাতাগ্নিতে মহাদুঃখ পাই. The boy showed Madhavendra Puri the bush and said, I reside in this bush, and because of this, I suffer very much from severe cold, rain showers, winds, and scorching heat. গ্রামের লোক আনি আমা আমাকারো কুঞ্জ হইতে পর্বত উপরি লইয়া রাখো ভালো মতে. Please bring the people of the village and get them to take me out of this bush. Then have them situate me nicely on top of the hill. So he's telling, take out from this bush and place me on the top of Govardhan Hill. And how to do that? He is giving further instruction. এক মঠ করি তাহা করহ স্থাপন. You build a temple. Not only he's giving a series of service now. First, he's telling, you have to take me out from this bush and very dense jungle. It's a very serious effort to clear the jungle and take that out. Then you have to take me out and put me on the top of Govardhan Hill. Then you should build a temple for me. Please construct a temple on top of the hill. এক মঠ করি তাহা করহ স্থাপন, বহু শীতল জলে করো শ্রী অঙ্গ মার্জন. Then after this, wash me with large quantity of cold water so that my body may be cleansed. So the Lord is requesting his devotee to serve him. Why? That will be explained by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami very wonderfully. Gopal is telling, বহুদিন তোমার পথ করি নিরীক্ষণ, কবে আসি মাধব আমা করিবে সেবন. For many days I have been observing you, and I have been wondering, when will Madhavendra Puri come here to serve me? That is the power of pure devotional service. Krishna hankers to receive the service of pure devotees. তোমার প্রেম বশে করি সেবা অঙ্গীকার, দর্শন দিয়া নিস্তারিব সকল সংসার. I have accepted your service due to your ecstatic love for me. Thus I shall appear, and by my audience all fallen souls will be delivered. So here a lot of lessons to be learned. That Krishna can be given to the people of this world only by his devotees. By the mercy of Guru we get Krishna, and by the mercy of Krishna we get Guru. So Krishna does not reveal himself, or Krishna does not give his mercy to the people directly. So here Gopal is telling that I am controlled by your love. Prema bose kori seva angikar. Why Krishna is hankering for the service of Madhavendra Puri? Because Madhavendra Puri has pure love for Krishna. So Krishna is independent, Avigya Sarat, but he is not independent. He is completely dependent on the love of pure devotees. So love for Krishna is superior to Krishna. That's why pure devotees are having higher position than Krishna, because Krishna has established this principle. So he is hankering for service from that pure devotee. That's why Krishna doesn't want to give pure devotional service, because he becomes his servant. That's why Bhava Bhakti is Sudurlava, according to Rupa Goswami. Why Bhava Bhakti is Sudurlava is extremely rare? Because of two reasons. Number one, Krishna doesn't want to give it. And second, we cannot get it by our own endeavor. Because Rupa Goswami has explained 6 symptoms of pure devotional service. And one of the first 2 is for sadhana bhakti, second 2 is for bhava bhakti, and last 2 is for prema bhakti. So one of the symptoms of bhava bhakti is that bhava bhakti is sudurlabha. Why sudurlabha? Because Krishna doesn't want to give it, and the sadhaka cannot get it by his own endeavor. So how to get it? Who has it? He can give it. So who has bhava bhakti can give us bhava bhakti. That is the science. That's why we have to take shelter of a devotee who has bhava. That devotee can give us bhava bhakti. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also says, how to chant the holy name purely? Only by the mercy of a devotee who chants the holy name purely. By our own endeavor, we cannot chant the holy name purely. Only by the causeless mercy of the pure devotee. So how to get that mercy? That is the next question. Only by the mercy of Bhava Bhakta, by the mercy of the Premika Bhakta, we can get that love for Krishna. So how to receive that, how to get that mercy? Sincerity. Sincerity attracts the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when you are very, very sincere to get that mercy, then that will be given. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is singing so sincerely, he's crying from his heart. He's telling that Osura Sakal Pailo Charan Binada Thakila Bosi Gopinath Ami Ki Dose Dose. This is the mood of a pure devotee. He said that the demons got the shelter of your lotus feet. They received your mercy. Osura Sakal Pailo Charan. Even the demons, Osuras, they received the lotus feet of you. But I am still sitting here. Binada Thakila Bosi. Gopinath, Ami Ki Dose Dosi. What mistake I have made? That is a symptom of a sincere devotee. Lamentation. You have to lament for it. So here, Madhavendra Puri's love is unparalleled. And Krishna is attracted to receive his service. He's telling that I am waiting for you, Madhavendra Puri. When you will come? Krishna can do by his own, no? Krishna is Sarat. By this, he is establishing the higher principle of pure devotional service. So by this, we can understand that Krishna will be revealed. Deity, manifestation, is the symptom of love of the pure devotees. Deity can manifest properly when a sadhaka has developed love for him. So here, Gopal deity is being manifested to the whole world. Why? Because of the pure love of Madhavendra Puri. It's not a mechanical thing. Just get some deity and just start doing puja and Krishna is there in that deity. No. It's not a mechanical thing. Krishna will be there when there is love. If there is no love, Krishna will not be there. Jidino gihe bhajana dekhi grihete golok bhai. When there is devotion, that place will turn into Golok Vrindavan. It's not an external thing. It's not a mechanical thing. It's not a superficial thing. It's not a sentimental thing. So here, the service of Gopal is manifested. The deity of the Gopal is manifested by himself. And he is showing how he is being manifested. It is manifested through Madhavendra Puri. So only a pure devotee can invite Krishna in the deity form of the Lord. He can bring Krishna. Because pure devotee has the power to invite Krishna. Pure devotee has the power to call Krishna. Nobody else. So deity can be there all over the world. There are deities. But when pure devotee installs the deity, Krishna comes. Why? Because Krishna is the servant of the love of the pure devotees. So Madhavendra Puri is that example. And Gopal is establishing that principle that he is going to manifest and he wants to shower his mercy. Tomar pemabese kori seva angikar darshana diya nistaribo sakala sangsar. Now, because of Madhavendra Puri, Krishna has become so merciful. He is telling that by my audience, all fallen souls will be delivered. So pure devotee can deliver the whole world. That is the potential of a pure devotee. Sri Gopal Nam Mor Govardhanadhari Vajra Sthapito Ami Iha Odhikari. So nice. He's telling, I have been installed by Vajranav. And he's telling, my name is Gopal. Sri Gopal Nam Mor. Jai Gopal. Govardhanadhari. I am the lifter of the Govardhan hill. শৈল উপরি হইতে আমা কুঞ্জে লইয়া ম্লেচ্ছ ভয়ে সেবক মোর গেল পালাইয়া. When there was attack, the pujaris, out of fear, left. And he kept this deity, or through this deity, into this jungle. সেই হইতে রহি আমি এই কুঞ্জ স্থানে ভালো হইল আইলা আমার কারো সাবধানে. So now you have come, please remove me from this miserable condition. Krishna is maintaining the whole world, but now he is not able to come out by himself. He is showing his dependence. Just like Krishna now is depending on Mother Jasoda for food. Saranagati principle is that avashya rakhibe Krishna vishwasa palan. Krishna is the maintainer, Krishna is the protector. But same Krishna is now depending on the maintenance of Mother Jasoda. Now here, the Gopal is depending on the maintenance of Madhavendra Puri. Unless Madhavendra Puri serves him, he is helpless. I am not able to do anything. এত বলি সে বালক অর্ধধান কইল জাগিয়া মাধবপুরী বিচার করিল. Then Krishna left from the dream. Now, what's happening with Madhavendra Puri is very interesting. See the feeling and mood and also the practical aspect of Madhavendra Puri's devotional life. Shri Krishna ke dekhinu mui narinu chinite. এত বলি প্রেমাবেশে পড়িলা ভূমিতে. So he was contemplating or thinking about his unfortunate condition. And that is the mood of a Mahabhagavat. He is thinking that Krishna came. I saw Lord Krishna directly, but I could not recognize him. And by thinking in that way, he fell on the ground in extatic. So seeing Krishna is important, but serving Krishna is more important. That's why Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say, don't try to see Krishna. Serve Krishna in such a way that Krishna will come to see you. And that is Madhavendra Puri. Krishna came to see him. First time he came in disguise, and second time he came in dream. But Madhavendra Puri is thinking, he's not thinking, oh, see, I am so fortunate. Krishna came twice. Once he came in person and he gave me milk. And second time he came in my dream, so how special I am. And that will be the mood of the conditioned soul. That's why Krishna doesn't come to them. Because we always think we are very special. If we receive some instruction, see, there are so many devotees, I got that instruction. I am very special. When Prabhupada got the instruction from his spiritual master that preach Krishna consciousness all over the world in English-speaking language, he did not think, oh, see, there are so many. I was the chosen one. I got the instruction. I am the most qualified person. He said, why my Gurudev gave me this instruction? I am a Grihastha. I am busy. I am in Maya. I don't have any time. Why he gave me this instruction? He was feeling completely incompetent, unqualified to execute the order of his spiritual master. That's why he received that instruction. Because it is said, along with the instruction of the spiritual master, empowerment also comes, provided you are humble. Unless you cultivate the quality of humility, empowerment doesn't come. It is not the competence, it is not the performance, it is the empowerment. That is the success of our spiritual journey. So here, Madhavendra Puri, he was ecstatic. Why he was ecstatic? Because he was thinking that he is very unfortunate, very unqualified person, very fallen person. Krishna came, still he could not recognize him. Such an unfortunate situation. So in that way, he was contemplating, and because of that contemplation and thought process, he became so ecstatic, he started rolling on the ground. Then what is happening? ক্ষণেক রোদন করি মন কইল ধীর আজ্ঞা পালন লাগি হইলা সুস্থির. That is another important step in our spiritual journey. Madhavendra Puri cried for some time, but then he fixed his mind on executing the order of Gopal. Thus, he became tranquil. So first step, he felt unqualified. And he was exhibiting different symptoms. Then what will he do? I am not qualified. Rolling on the dust. What else? Nothing can be done, no? But that is not the case. Second step is, now come back to focus on your service. The principle of service is very, very important. So he came out from his emotion. He kept his emotion away. Why? Because service is more important. So this is the lesson we should learn, that emotion should not disturb our service. That's why gopis, they say, my dear Ashtasattik Vikar, Ashtasattik symptoms, please don't come here. please don't disturb my service. The gopis tell the ecstatic symptoms to go away. Why? That is disturbing the service. That is called unconditional devotional service. Even they don't want to experience that joy of Krishna consciousness. Even they don't want to experience the symptoms of love of God. If that hinders the service to the Supreme Lord. That is the topmost platform of your devotional service. So here Madhavendra Puri, although he was experiencing the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness, he was experiencing the love of God, but he kept that aside. And his focus was how to serve, because he received a series of instructions which have to be executed. So service is most important. That's why more than Premananda, Sevananda is topmost. Experience of love is very important, topmost, but more important that is experiencing the happiness by executing devotional service to Krishna. And now Madhavendra Puri will start his devotional service. And we'll discuss that tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sripad Madhavendra Puri Pad ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.